Hello everyone, MrVtArcher here. About to go through a game we just played on my son's account. This one here is a Night to Die mission. We made 19 rounds. I've got another one I made 22. It's going to come shortly after that. But I promised somebody I'd load this one up today. He did a good job and so did I. My playing partner in this game was... let me check that again. Hold on a second, one second. Custom win. IamBrucelee. So I played with Bruce Lee, and he could chop up anything. Anyway, I'll get back to you right once I review the mission. Okay, here we are where we're choosing what we're going to play. And, well, I haven't even started yet. Oh, yeah, I have. Okay, let me double up the speed a little bit here. I already watched the video on Fast 8. There's a lot going on. I'm going to split this into two. I know the bird. Jeez. Be quiet. Come on now.
All right, boys. We can't risk the contagion spreading to this camp.
Oh, Jim. You know we can't risk contagion in the camp. But there's going to be contagion in the camp, believe me, at the end of this thing. What a mess. Anyway, start off, I'm looking at IamBrucelee's view right now. If I look at everybody's view, it really gets messy, in my opinion. Hard to keep up with it. Here I'm building my standard brutal defense. I will take that out later. He starts with just the barracks and goes around this and then comes in with a command center behind it and then takes the rack out. I mean, not the barracks, the bunker. And I'm making vultures. Yes, I know these are vultures, not Vulkings, not Vikings, not Vikings. They're vultures. I know I said that's the other thing so many times in my last video. Vultures, they're like birds that kill things. They don't look like a bird at all. But anyway... it's fun to watch him. He's already got 2 kills. Oh, 3 kills coming up. Anyway, they get a lot of kills at the end of the day. Starts out normal, you know. Just try to defend your base. Now this one here made 19 waves. I've got another one that made 22 I'm going to put in after this. This was quite entertaining though. Really good game to watch. Good game to play.
Excellent choice, sir.
Yeah, first thing I unlocked was medics. Get them over here. Once I got 40, hit the medic line. Now we didn't make any pre-played plans. Pre-plans. We didn't discuss what we were gonna get ahead of time. We didn't know each other. And actually, this is on my son's account, like I said, and he hadn't got this achievement yet. And Bruce Lee hadn't got it yet either. Bruce Lee. I am Bruce Lee. I am not Bruce Lee. He's I am Bruce Lee. But here we go. It's my side. I'm keeping him at bay just like I normally do and when I play Brutal, or any other game for that matter. He's got a different setup he likes. He gets a lot of Marines out front. He takes his vultures, and when he gets a spotter, he yanks these guys down the hill, and the spotter comes over and gets killed. Here he is putting in his command center, or planetary fortress, but it starts as command center, right? I put my first command center up here. And then take the other one out later, because it lasts quite a while. My defense lasts quite a while. This time I actually got it out before I lost anything here, because I usually lose a building and then I plant it where the building was. Bruce Lee's done a great job. Just want to show you what he does with these vultures. And I said it right again. Once the spotters come in, damn ghost kaboomers, man, they kill a lot of Marines fast that way. And all they do is blow up and they die. So you gotta keep them at back. I do is I see them come in and I bring these guys back, let the vultures take care of it. Spotters should be coming in soon. It's wave. Oh wow, it doesn't even say what. It'll only tell me what wave if I'm on somebody's camera. Yeah. So we're on wave 3 right now.
Research base is under attack.
He's got his 2 turrets coming up on that side. Takes care of those babies quickly. Here's the kaboomer. I walked away and walked back. I've almost got, yes, I already got concussion shell, and I've got stem. But I haven't got the doctors fixed yet. I actually forget about that till later in the game. Now I'm putting my planetary fortress up and a bunker next to it. I like to put another planetary fortress here once this bunker gets taken out. I only put it up now because they ain't got enough money for everything else, and I can make Marines. We haven't started on the southern portion yet, but we'll be there soon. My SUV was down to 9. I didn't know which one it was till later. I brought him over here, got him healed. You like to heal him with your medics because it doesn't cost any money. Mine's coming. He's gonna bring some vultures over to slow this down so he can get his planetary force going. So it gets about the 20-minute, 25-minute mark.
Base.
I'll do a reintro. Kaboomer. Yeah. Should I make everything go green? Now I'm building the command center that I'm going to put here. Got my vultures up here, my extra ones.
Is under attack.
I didn't use the mines in the vultures till later on.
Base is under attack.
There's a reason for that. Using them early on mini monsters, they're explosive and they expand the shell. If you only use them on one, you don't get the damage reflection. Here's where I'm going to bring this out. He's going to get tanks. He said he'll get tanks. I just gave him the money to get the tanks. Well, the extra money I had so we could share. And we got the tanks. And that's when I swap around. When I get the tanks, I pop him up because I'm going to make tanks. I need that building to do it.
Base is under attack.
I get rid of that. I want to get my command center up and going. Be a planetary fortress soon, so I work on it. There it comes. It's going to land in position. It's a little farther forward than I like that, but I didn't want to move that tank. I like those two base things right there, pounding everything out, protecting that thing as it becomes. Now I'm going to land this with a tech lab on it.
Base is under attack.
Now you notice in this game here, he plants his racks in his factory here. I really don't like that. I like the V shape, where this gap is around this thing, and so all the our guys can travel back and forth through a cross section without a problem. With this here, there's only this one space that I got lucky I left behind for everything to get through. That means they got to funnel through one at a time instead of going through as a chord. I know it's hard on a game like this to organize ahead of time where you're going to put your buildings. But if he went like 1, 2, 3. We'd have a big open space here, open space here, open space here for all our tanks and what have you to come through the center. When you do it this way, they're going to have to come around the outsides. Well, or through that little hole, which they wind up doing, which takes longer to get there. But, hey, you can't set it up ahead of time unless you got a partner. Talk to each other.
Is under attack.
Planetary Fortress is almost up. Kaboomer dies. Planetary Fortress starts kicking in.
Add-on complete.
He's got his tanks here. He's going to have a whole crap load of tanks. He loves tanks too. And I'm making tanks as well. Now, doing my upgrades. Got my armory up. I just barely put it up. I'm putting a planetary fortress down here, as is he.
There's a hunterling out there.
He puts a bunch of mines around here. I think it's a good idea, although I don't even see him explode. I didn't see him explode in the when I watched it before. Now I leave the vultures down here just to help, and then later on, I'll use them when I think it's important to use them.
You know,
You'll see when this command center goes down, he needs time to. I just told him I set my biomes. Now I tried to get him to spend them. Oh, he did spend that batch.
Upgrade complete.
So we're getting around 6 right now. Now these chokers ticked me off. They're just out of range. And I didn't have enough tanks for building, but they weren't up here yet. Now they're attached to 2 Marines with all these medics keeping them happy, keeping them healthy. So but they're not going to die. It's just going to be a choking contest and see who can win. If he came over with a spotter right now and killed some of these medics, those Marines would have died. So I tried to take this tank and move him up here, and I get one, but the other one's out of his range. Finally, when these start coming out, I get them up on this corner, and I get rid of that other one.
Mineral field depleted.
See, I'm bringing the tank up.
Upgrade.
I get him. He's still out of. Doesn't quite reach him. Oh, yes, he does, just barely. So I move him to the corner, and it still don't work. Can't reach him. 2 more chokers come in. They die. The only reason they got a hold of him because the spotter was there. You can't quite reach that thing. One little piece of health, the splash damage is getting him when he bombs over there. Still can't get him. So finally, I get these guys to come up here, and they can reach him. They reach him. Now they got a view of him. Boom, and there he goes. Bye. Finally. I left him up and I put 2 turrets up here. How's our partner doing? He's doing great. I haven't seen the skank come in yet, although I probably missed it. They haven't even broken the wall here yet. That was a bad spot for that Night Swarm to come in. Right next to the 2 planetary fortresses. They did take this out. Now, this is where I wanted to put another planetary fortress, and you'll see me come up and make it. But he parked some tanks here, and well, it didn't work out. And what I should have done, and I'll tell you, what I should have done was leave it there. I couldn't make it there because of that, so I figured I'd make it lift it. But I shouldn't have. I just turned it into a planetary fortress right where it was, after lifting it and trying to go over there with it. And it takes, but you'll see. Anyway, I'm going to call this the end of part 1, and I'll re-intro for part 2.